Hey everybody, this is a VR for Clemente Collector, a channel that I've recently had some really fun dialogue with. He has some great videos, and I encourage you to check him out. I will post a link to his channel and to his VR for, this is Well Loved Cards, which is a concept that I'm fond of for a VR contest. So in front of us, we have some nice 1972 Topps cards that are well loved. I recently did a video where I said my childhood. I think the counter went up to, it broke at 1,000, and it was only like a 7-minute video. So I'm going to just put it out here right now that some of these are childhood cards. I would say if they're from the late 60s or early 70s or 80s, they're childhood cards. And I'm not going to say that word anymore. I will not bother you with the word childhood cards anymore. I will cease saying childhood cards at this point. Childhood cards. Okay, so let's go. So we have Willie Stargell. This is from the Hey, I Survived the Fire collection. So this card, in addition to probably being well loved by people, was well loved by flames or soot. But no, it was well loved all around. I acquired this as a kid. Notice I'm not saying the word, the forbidden word, from someone who had a bunch of salvaged fire cards. So that's fun. And then we have, of course, Hank Aaron. He was one of the ones I went after the most as a kid in trading. So a lot of trading as a kid. Here, I think this might be a fire pickup. Yeah, look at that. I love this card. I think there's something about the 1971 cards and Oakland players that has that just goes really well together. I really like the Reggie Jackson 1971. Even though like it's not the best picture of him, there's something about the uniform and the pictures that looks good with this black and the colors and the fonts, and it just works, I think. All right, so here we have Mike Schmidt, well loved. Here, got well loved. Pete Rose, this burlap, even through the burlap, you can see there was love coming through. This card was, I think, hugged. And Sandy Koufax. Let's see the well loved. There we go. Yeah, it was well loved. Tom Seaver. Some love going on here. Thurman Munson, great card. Great card. It's hard not to get this card overly loved, but it's still beautiful. It's still awesome. This is one of the most loved cards in the hobby in terms of, condition that you find. That, and it's a 1971 that shows love. This one just likes showing the love that it gets, 1971. Here we have a little Spawn action here. Yeah, little love going on. But cool card. Little Reggie Jackson that I got as a kid. Traded for it. It's this almost doesn't qualify because it looks a little too nice, but it considering how mint I thought it was when I was a kid, it's a low grade card. This Bobby Doerr is a really nice looking card. I really like this card. It shows some love here, but then you turn it around and it shows that little extra bit of love that I was put in someone's scrapbook and peeled out love. So a lot of love going on here. Really loved. Really loved. Okay. Some love wear. Okay. Yogi, who doesn't love Yogi? Is there anyone who doesn't love Yogi? Yogi could unify the world. Yogi's what we need right now. All we need is is Yogi. Thank you for letting me do that. I've always wanted to. And then here we have what looks, this is, I think Shane was just today talking about like the eye test from, you know, put it from a distance. Like this card looks, it doesn't look like it's sufficiently loved. But then you come in here and you say, oh, okay, yeah, somebody was messing around with this card. They loved it a little too much. It's got a crease going down through the head there, head crease. Okay. And then we have our Don Newcomb here. This World Series, MVP. This was his MVP winning year. Cy Young and MVP. It would not make very much sense for a pitcher to win MVP and not Cy Young. If you have a reason for why that could possibly be the case, feel free to articulate that in the comments. Anxious to hear why that might ever happen. Okay. And then Orestes Minoso. So still not calling him Mini at this point. 1953. Some love going on here. Gotta love it. Gotta love the love. You gotta love the love. That's what I always say. And then this is another passes the eye test. Passes the eye test. And by the way, I love this Spawn card. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. This is one of my favorite cards. But it has a little bit of love, too much love going on through his face. You see that little crease? I'm not sure if you can see it on the back so much, but yeah. So a little bit of excessive love. And then we have Orlando Cepeda. This card is, yeah, it's well loved, you know. It's got the love. He deserves love, and he got some. Another guy who deserves love, Rod Carew, in the card that likes to show the love the most. Probably more than any other set, this card just likes to brag about how much it's loved, and it is bragging here. Look at that. Yeah, this card just needs to stop already with telling everyone how much it's loved. This set, this series. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to talk. Here we go. Some rookies here. Don Baylor. Pretty well loved over there. Gotta love it. Gotta love the love. And now here is a recent card that I got. This is a 1936 Chickle, fine pen Chickle. This card is one of the coolest cards I've discovered in a long time. Recently discovered this card. It's a 1936, so you know it's not like other people discovered it ahead of me. I'll say that. That's for sure. But I know that probably a lot of you have already seen this card. But boy, what an image! And I don't know who is in this card. I looked it up briefly. I still need my research department to work a little harder on that. But you can see it says here she goes, Chicago City Series. So it seems like this was a start of a city series between the White Sox and the Cubs. This is a blank bag, and it says 1936. That's very helpful. Thank you very much. But this is a very well-loved card. It's very, very well loved. It has creases all over the place. But look at it from a distance, and I think I have Shane's seal of approval. That's Shane Shoebox Legends. Check him out. Well, all right. That's where I'll stop. And my commemorative White Castle coffee will get a swig. And I'll see you all soon. Thanks for stopping by.